Hello and welcome to Parveen Smith Celestial on this day. It's the 31st of August 2014 and we're coming to the end of the month, and we surely are at the end of the month. I'd like to share with you a variety of pieces of information on this day, and indeed what I'd like to share with you first of all is this. We're looking at how we may be looking into our own children's eyes and seeing how they want to rejuvenate and renew themselves, and it's beginnings and endings really is what we're talking about. How children may be looking at going back to school. It's the ending of the summer holidays, but beginning of the next year of school and learning. And through this learning, their personality is going to form, and they're at the journey of their own soul. Particularly, we're unveiling every time we take that next step forward, unveiling what our potential is and the wisdom that we already have within us. So our soul's calling is to go out and truly live from the soul. And this is even for those people who may have lost some loved ones just recently. It's about accepting the mortality of our body and then going on into the soul as we manifest much more great love from the soul within. I'd like to now look at sharing with you also a poem here, and this is a poem given to us by Keith Crump, and it's definitely from the expressions of the soul, and this is how this poem will go for us today. We're talking about 2014 to 1914, now and then. It's a poem that I've already shared with you probably before, but I'd like to share with you once again. It's about a blank page waiting to be filled. Is that making some sense for you as we're looking at our own lives? What needs to be filled? A steel that's ready to be grilled. A house that no one wanted to buy. A bunker finds it hard to cry. A train that's late because of snow. A homeless man, no place to go. A dog that barks at every sound. Pollution stains on poisoned ground. A street unsafe to walk at night. A stairway dark where people hide. From life itself they lose their pride. An empty bottle tells a tale. A store that's always got a sale. A motorway with gridlock lanes, and a distant siren fills the air. An airport lounge, a hijack scare, a tragedy, someplace, somewhere. A church now made redundant. No interest, no, not now, is shown. The times have changed as life moves on. The people stay at home. The farm land now looks different, just wet grass and maize. Meadows filled with houses where cattle used to graze. So haven't the times just changed? And that's what I'm looking at sharing with you today. So even though I may have shared this poem with you before now, I feel I'm going to continue to give you the second half. But life was somewhat different 100 years ago. A nation joined together to fight a marching foe. And so the men went off to war to face the enemy and live like in the trenches and think of family. Back home the people waited and waited patiently. They lived and shared together their thoughts and dreams and grief. It was a time when you felt safe when walking down a street. A time when children played in fields, their lives were never dull. A time when roads were gridlock free and churches' seats were full. The news of battles filled the air, but hope was never lost. Unlike today, the smallest thing brings doubt and all seems lost. A lesson we can learn from this, that time of tragedy, to make a world that gives us hope when mankind will be free. So on that note, as I've been sharing with you, learning the lessons of the life journey, just very simple and brief point there as a message for you on this day. At the end of this month, we look forward to a beginning of a new month, and that's going to be tomorrow. Stay tuned to Parveen Smith Celestial. I'll give you these messages as often as I possibly can. Life is a little busy right now, but it's all happening. So stay in tune and be fulfilled with happiness, joy and love.